Welcome to educational channel of Suresh Bhatt classes. We are going to learn fast calculation tricks in which we are going to solve questions of division by 4. Basically, if we divide any number by 4, so we can solve it by doing half for 2 times, and we will learn it by the questions. Our first question is 146 divided by 4. So we have to first half 146. So this comes out to be 73 divided by 2. And again half of 73 is 36.5. So this way we make it half 2 times and we can reach to the answer fast. Now we go to the next question, 197 divided by 4. So we first half 197, that comes out to be 98.5 divided by 2, and again we half this. Half of 98 is 49 and half of 0.5 is 0.25. So our answer is 49.25. We go to the next question, 314 divided by 4. So we first half 314, that comes out to be 157, and this is 157 divided by 2, and if we half this 157, then half of 150 is 75 and half of 7 is 3.5. So this is 78.5. Now we go to the next question, 927 divided by 4. Half of 900 is 450 and half of 37 is 13.5. So this is 463.5, and half of 463.5 is, half of 400 is 200 and half of 63.5 is 31.75. So this is 231.75. Our next question is 3126 divided by 4. Half of 3000 is 1500 and half of 126 is 63. So this comes out to be 1563 divided by 2. And now we further half 1563. So half of 1500 is 750 and half of 63 is 31.5. 750 plus 31.5 is 781.5. Our next question is 5793 divided by 4. So we split 5793 into 5600 and 193. 5600, half of 5600 is 2800 and half of 193 is 96.5. So this is 2896.5 divided by 2. Now we have to further half 2896.5. So half of 2800 is 1400 and half of 96 is 48 and half of 0.5 is 0.25. So our answer is 1448.25. This way, by making half for 2 times, we can divide any quantity by 4 in a fast manner. Now we solve few questions of division by 8. In the questions of division by 4, we halved it for 2 times. Now if we are dividing it by 8, then we have to half it for 3 times, and we will learn it by few questions. And our first question is 5096 divided by 8. So we have to half 5096 for 3 times. So half of 5096 is 2548. Half of 5000 is 2500 and half of 96 is 48. And now we further half it. Half of 2500 is 1250 and half of 48 is 24, and 1250 plus 24 is 1274, and Half of 1274 is 637. Now we go to the next question, which is 9672. We half it, and half of 96 is 48 and half of 72 is 36. So half of 9672 is 4836, and we now further half 4836. Half of 48 is 24 and half of 36 is 18. So half of 4836 is 2418, and we further half 2418. So half of 24 is 12 and half of 18 is 9. So our answer is 1209. We go to the next question. 4588 divided by 8. Half of 4500 is 2250 and half of 88 is 44. 50 plus 44 is 94. So this becomes 2294 divided by 4. Now we further half 2294. Half of 22 is 11 and half of 94 is 47. So this becomes 1147 divided by 2. We further half 1147. Half of 1100 is 550 and half of 47 is 23.5. So 50 plus 23 is 73. So this becomes 573.5. We go to the next question. 1826 divided by 8. Half of 18 is 9 and half of 26 is 13. So half of 1826 is 913 divided by 4. Now we further half 913. So half of 900 is 450 and half of 13 is 6.5. So this is 456.5 divided by 2. We further half it. 400, half of 400 is 200 and half of 56 is 28 and half of 0.5 is 0.25. So this is 228.25. We go to the next question. 2950 divided by 8. Half of 2900 is 1450 and half of 50 is 25. So 50 plus 25 is 75. So this becomes 1475 divided by 4. Now we further half 1475. So half of 14 is 7 and half of 75 is 37.5. So this is 737.5. We further half 737.5. Half of 700 is 350 and half of 36 is 18. So this becomes 368. Now 1.5, half of 1.5 is 0.75. So this is 368.75. We go to the next question. 2798 divided by 8. Half of 2700 is 1350 and half of 98 is 49. So 50 plus 49 is 99. So this becomes 1399 divided by 4. Now we further half it. So we make 1399 as 1400 and half of 1400 is 700, and we subtract 0.5 from 700. So it becomes 699.5 divided by 2. Now we further half 699.5. We make it 700. Half of 700 is 350 and half of 0.5 is 0.25. So we subtract 0.25 from 350. So this becomes 349.75. This way we can divide by 8 very easily by making half the number for successively 3 times. Now we learn division by 8 by splitting the number. Our question is 520 divided by 8. We split 520 into the numbers which is close to 520 and divisible by 8. So we can write 520 as 480 plus 40. And we know that 480 when divided by 8 gives us 60 and 40 when divided by 8 gives us 5. So our answer is 65. Now we go to the next question. The next question is 2570 divided by 8. The nearest number which is divisible by 8 is 2400. Now after taking out 2400, we will be left with 170, and we know that 170 can be written as 160 plus 10. Now we divide 2400 by 8. This gives us 300 plus 160 when divided by 8 gives us 20 plus 10 divided by 8 gives us 1.25. So this is equal to 321.25. This way we should split the number into the numbers divisible by 8 and we divide it fast. In the course of fast calculation tricks, we will learn division by 5. The short trick for division by 5. Say if n is some number and it is to be divided by 5, then it can be written as n multiplied by 2 divided by 10. So either we multiply the numerator by 2 and then divide it by 10, or we divide n by 10 and result is to be multiplied by 2. Whatever is the convenient, one must do like that instead of dividing it by 5. So we learn it by the questions. Our first question is 57 divided by 5. So we first double the number of 57 and then divide it by 10, or put a decimal after one digit. So 57, double of 57 is 114 divided by 10 equal to 11.4. 39 divided by 5. We just double it. 39, twice of 39 is 78 divided by 10 equal to 7.8. I am writing all these, but one should do directly and they should write directly 7.8 instead of doing all this paperwork. We go to the third question. 115 divided by 5 is 230 divided by 10 equal to 23. The fourth question is 218 divided by 5 is 436 divided by 10 equal to 43.6. Our fifth question is 718 divided by 5 is 1436 divided by 10 equal to 143.6. Now we will solve some questions. We will first divide it by 10 and then we will double it. 53 divided by 5 is 5.3 multiplied by 2 equal to 10.6. 98 divided by 5 equal to 9.8 multiplied by 2. We first divide it by 10 and then we multiply it by 2 is 19.6. Our next question is 713 divided by 5 equal to 71.3 multiplied by 2. This is equal to 142.6. Our next question is 527 divided by 5. We write it as 52.7 multiplied by 2 equal to 105.4. This way, instead of dividing it by 5, we either multiply it by 2 and divide it by 10, or we divide it by 10 and then multiply it by 2. Whatever is easier for you, you adopt that method and reach to the answer. This way you will be able to reach to the answer fast instead of dividing it by 5. Now we learn fast calculation tricks, division by 25. If we have some number n and has to be divided by 25, then we can write it as n multiplied by 4 divided by 100. It is always easier to divide it by 100 than by 25, as we can put decimal after two digits from the right when we divide it by 100. And we will learn it by the questions. And our first question is 68 divided by 25. So we multiply it by 4 and divide it by 100. 68 times 4. Instead of making times 4, we double it for 2 times. 68 times 2 is 136 and 136 times 2 is 272. So we write this equal to 272 divided by 100. This is equal to 2.72. Similarly, 83 divided by 25. Double of 83 is 166 and double of 166 is 332. This is equal to 3.32. We go to the next question. 178 divided by 25. The double of 178 is 356 and double of 356 is 712 divided by 100. This is equal to 7.12. If you have any difficulty in multiplying 178 by 2 and then again by 2, what I suggest you split 178 into 150 and 28. The double of 150 is 300 and double of 28 is 56. So this becomes 356. Now you split 356 into 350 and 6. Double of 350 is 700 and double of 6 is 12. So it becomes 712. This way you can do it fast. Now we go to the next question. 216 divided by 25. The double of 216 is 432 and the double of 432 is 864. So we write 864 divided by 100 equal to 8.64. Instead of writing all these steps, we should directly write the answer multiplying it in mind. So 326 divided by 25. The double of 356 is 652 and double of 652, we split 652 into 650 plus 2. The double of 650 is 1300 and double of 2 is 4. So it is 1304 divided by 100. We can write it as 13.04. The next is 824 divided by 25. So the double of 800 is 1600 and double of 24 is 48. So this is 1648 and double of 1600 is 3200 and double of 48 is 96. So the 4 times of 824 is 3296 divided by 100 is 32.96. So this way you can do it orally. Till you are unable to do it orally, you can write this step of multiplying it by 4 and then dividing it by 100 or putting decimal after 2 digits from the right. Now we can first put the decimal after 2 digits and then we can multiply it by 4. In our next questions, we are going to adopt that method. 1728 divided by 25 can be written as 17.28 multiplied by 4. So 4 times of 28 is 112 and 4 times of 17 is 68. So we carry 1. 68 plus 1 is 69. So we write it 69.12. I'm just repeating this question again. We put the decimal first, 17.28. 17 times 4 is 68 and 0.28, 4 times of 0.28 is 1.12. 68 plus 1.12 is 69.12. Now 1913 divided by 25. we are dividing it by 100 first. So it becomes 19.13, and then we multiply it by 4. So 19 times 4 is 76, and 13 times 4 is 52. So this becomes 76.52. Our next question is 2617 divided by 25. So we first divide it by 100. So this becomes 26.17. 4 times of 26 is 104, and 4 times of 17 is 68. So this becomes 104.68. This way we can either first multiply it by 4 and then divide it by 100, or we can divide it by 100 and then we multiply it by 4. Whatever is convenient to you, you adopt that method and try to do it orally as far as possible so that you will be able to reach to the answer fast. We learn division by 125. If we have any number n and that has to be divided by 125, and if we multiply both numerator and denominator by 8, then it becomes n multiplied by 8 divided by 1000. And it is always easy to multiply by 8 rather than dividing it by 125. And when we divide it by 1000, we have just to put decimal after 3 digits from the right or from the end, and then we get our answer. We will learn it by few questions. We will take a question of 1 digit first, then of 2 digit, then 3 digit, and then 4 digit questions. So 8 divided by 125. So we have to multiply 8 by 8. So it becomes 64 divided by 1000. This is equal to 0.064, as we had to put decimal after 3 digits. So we have to put one more 0 before to 64 and then put decimal. So this becomes 0.064. When we divide 8 by 125, then our answer is 64 upon 1000, and this is equal to 0.064. Our next question is 27 divided by 125. So we have to multiply 27 by 8. So we split 27 into 20 plus 7, and 20 times 8 is 160, and 7 times 8 is 56. So 160 plus 56 is 216. So this becomes 216 upon 1000, and we have to put decimal after 3 digits. So our answer is 0.216. This way it becomes easy when we divide it by 1000 by putting the decimal after 3 digits. Our next question is a 3 digit number, 304 divided by 125. We split 304 into 300 plus 4. 8 times of 300 is 2400, and 8 times of 4 is 32. So this becomes 2432 divided by 1000. This gives us 2.432. Our next question is 819 divided by 125. So we split 819 into 800 plus 19. So 19 times 8 is 152, and 800 times 8 is 6400. 6400 plus 152 is 6552 divided by 1000. This gives us 6.552. Our next question is a 4 digit number, 2413 divided by 125. We split 2413 into 2400 plus 13. So the double of 24 is 48, and double of 48 is 96, and double of 96 is 192. So this becomes 2400 becomes 19,200. and 13 times 8 is 104. So 19,200 plus 104 gives us 19,304 divided by 1000. This gives us 19.304, as we have to put decimal after 3 digits. So this gives us 19.304. Our next question is 3217 divided by 125. We split 3217 into 3200 plus 17. 17 times 8 is 136, and double of 32 is 64, double of 64 is 128, and double of 128 is 256. So this becomes 25,600 plus 136. So on adding we get 25,736 divided by 1000. This gives us 25.736. After putting the decimal after 3 digits from the right, we get 25.736. Multiplication is always easier than division. That's why we are multiplying it by 8 rather than dividing it by 125. So we multiply it by 8, then we divide it by 1000. This way our calculations becomes easy. These are the short tricks of division by 125. Here completes this video. If you like it, give your thumbs up. Share among your friends who are preparing for competitive exams or placement interviews. Please subscribe this channel. Also press bell icon to get the latest notifications.